Come and have some fun, play D&D. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Come play some D&D with me. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. So many fun things to do. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. This is our invitation to you. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Pete and Jeremy's D&D. Pete and Jeremy's D&D time. Pete and Jeremy's D&D.
Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen, humans and aboleths, all sorts of terrible, horrible monsters that you are. Welcome
And
to
other humanoids.
DnDTime. And I guess and other humanoids. That's a fair point, my good friend.
Still terrible.
Yeah, they're all chaotic evil.
I would just like to say that I am a very gorgeous half-orc.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Me gusta.
Me gusta. Indeed. Well, anywho, welcome to everybody to the first episode of tonight's little mini-series for the Myth Tier adventure for the boss battle. Today, we're starting off with a story tier game with 4 excellent players, all returning. But one still fairly new to the game. Welcome. We're going to start with you. Welcome, Zarlog Ironword. Yeah, you know, I can say, without, I think, offending anyone, my absolute favorite half-orc bard.
Oh, well, very high praise coming from you.
Well, I am the ruler of all things. I am Jeremy the Dungeon Master, so
exactly.
The best praise.
I bow to you in your godly power and such, and I am thoroughly ready for new adventures, and hopefully to maybe complete a quest of either getting drunk or finding love, whichever one comes first.
Por qué no los dos? Well, Zarlog, I see your priorities are in order. I will say, which do you prefer? Finding love, like true love, or just getting smashed?
It's tough because they're both such passionate loves, and I definitely inherited the passion from my father, Stead the Stud the Bard.
Oh, Stead the Stud the Bard. I didn't know his name.
Yes, I didn't get to reveal that last time I was on. But yes, he is known as Stead the Stud.
Yes, and for those who aren't familiar, who maybe missed last time Zarlog was here, Zarlog is a half-man of full passion.
Complete and totally.
Complete and total passion.
Whether it's for booze, music, or love, it's really a coin flip, whichever one it happens to be.
How about beating up old people? You know what? Don't answer that question. We'll get back to that when the adventure starts. Thank you. Welcome, Zarlog. So I hear old Woosh chuckling over there. Woosh, my also favorite Tortle bard. Welcome.
Bards for life.
I've been trying to piece a viola back together from last time.
Oh, how's that been going? Have you
slowly?
Oh,
out of the 1,000 pieces, about 50 of them are together.
It's gonna take you a while. I can't doing the math quickly in my head. That's gonna take a really long time.
I knew it was gonna be a slow project. There's only so much glue and duct tape can do.
Oh, geez, you're duct taping it. You never think that maybe that will affect the sound quality.
But duct tape can fix anything.
Until level 4, then you can get the mending cantrip, and then you can actually do it for real.
Oh, I get you. I see. This is just a stall tactic.
Yeah.
You may never come near my viol.
Well, Woosh, is that all you've been up to? Just fixing this? It's a viola.
Yeah, I've been practicing my singing, of course, and going to bars, playing my conch. That people seem to like the conch better than the singing. It's because, of course,
you know what? The conch still retains most of its sound above water. You know what I mean? I mean, underwater, I'll say the Tortle voice is unparalleled. Not much more beautiful than some wonderful lyrical Aquan singing. But
outside of water, nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, well, you know, to each their own. Welcome, Woosh. I'm glad you've been putting your mind on something productive, putting this viola back.
Can't adventure 24/7 after all.
That's true. You'd get tired or die. Well, like Bartholomew fixes that. Anyway, next we have a new hero joining the midst of our Bartholomew's adventurers. Welcome, Torment.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Now, Torment, I will say you probably have the most brutal name I've ever seen a gnome have.
Yes, I'm not like my brethren.
Oh, what are you like?
Well, let's just say that's for me to know and you to find out.
Oh, damn. Okay, so when you say your brethren, you mean like the other gnomes? You're not into the math and all that stuff?
No, just the gnomes.
Just the what?
Just the other gnomes.
Oh, I got you. I understand. Of course. Well, Torment, what brings you into Bartholomew's adventuring company? I mean, we see old Zarlog here, a man of passion. Woosh going for that 4th level mending cantrip. But Torment, what drives you?
I was actually called here by a friend to help with some business, we'll say.
Business, we will say. And any goals and aspirations for the future?
We'll see. None decided yet.
I got you. Well, Torment, welcome to Bartholomew's crew. A bit of a mysterious adventure, but all are welcome here. Mysterious and, well, open book Zarlog, as they may be.
Cantrip dreams, goals.
Cantrip, Tortle's dream of cantrip sheep. Anyway, last but not least, Sword Coheir, our Aasimar Cleric. Welcome, my angelic friend.
Thank you.
So
Always a pleasure.
I'm wondering, Sword, you're one of the few. I know there's at least one other with Fox sakes, but one of the few Aasimar here who's a protector Aasimar. Does that mean anything special to you, or is it just you're not a scary fallen demon person?
I think it has more to do with just my nature.
You're just a cool dude. I
didn't say I was cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just keep cool, man. So,
Apparently, he's a cool dude with attitude.
apparently, so Sword. I'm wondering what's for those maybe not familiar. What are your main goals and drives here as part of Bartholomew's adventuring company?
Still, to be honest, I more of my wanderlust is getting the better of me, day in and day out.
Just get to see all the different places around here in this crazy world. So if I remember correctly, so you're not like from the land of DnDTime eventually. You're from some other like land entirely.
Yes, quite so.
What does this place strike you as? This peculiar, bizarre world?
Different, but in a good way.
In a good way.
Yes, from where I'm from, it's all prim and proper, follow the rules, and although I'm very lawful in that respect, following the law of the lands, I just love the freedom that I found in this newfound land.
Well, you know what? That's absolutely understandable. What was that, Woosh?
Woosh points to the water and is like, and from there.
He just points to a puddle.
You sure are.
And with that, let's jump into tonight's adventure. Sword, I think you're going somewhere you may not have been yet before. As our adventure takes us up to the Big Rock Candy Mountains. Far to the north in the land of DnDTime is
Woosh has been there before. Or was that,
I believe Woosh was there, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that might have been Planet Dreams Act. Anyway.
Yeah, it was the dream one, yeah.
The Big Rock Candy Mountains is a mountain range. But unlike any normal mountain range, in this strange, fantastical land, everything is made of candy. The ground is hard chocolate. Ice cream rains from the sky in lieu of snow. And many trees have taken on the the general aesthetic and flavor of lollipops or candy cane with cotton candy rather than leaves. It is a
What is the
strange,
etiquette?
fantastical place.
Zarlog
that-
will constantly eat the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
well, one
is the
thing
etiquette?
you-
Are we allowed to?
Well, actually, and that's an interesting thing. You've all been sent at the behest of Roger, who is Bartholomew's assistant, a gnome who works in Bartholomew's shop. And he has sent you here because apparently the king of the Candy Kingdom, Lord Milton Bradly, is in extreme danger, as apparently the elderly have attacked his castle. Not really understanding what that means, you all have made your way up to the Big Rock Candy Mountains. And as you've climbed up, the base of the mountains are like normal mountains. But as you have started to go higher, you have started to notice the different candy, the
Altitude.
candy area. Exactly. The whole place is all candy. Zarlog, your first thing you pick up, because you taste the first thing you see, right? Once you realize it's candy here?
Of course, Zarlog has a very, very problematic addiction to chocolate.
Oh yeah, you reach down, you pick up what it looks like a rock, but it's like brown, and it smells like chocolate, and you're a little anxious, like, what is this? Some kind of trick? But I imagine you take a bite, or do you just chomp right down?
Zarlog would be enthusiastic enough that he would probably give a small chomp.
All right, so you're a little defensive, but then you take a chomp, and it's harder than you expect. It's definitely harder than normal chocolate. It's also very cold up here, but it does break. It is made of chocolate, and it does taste delicious.
To us, did he just look like he sort of ate feces a bit?
No, I mean, like, maybe if it were like frozen solid, then yeah, it might look like.
Because I think like we should be very concerned about this.
Mhm.
Woosh is gonna like, well, why'd you eat the rock?
I thought it was candy, and it is.
It's candy? Okay, I'm gonna try and eat like a twig.
Okay. Yeah, you go
It
and
is
you
sweet.
go over to a nearby tree, which you can see is kind
If
of.
it's sweet, I
looks
spit it
almost
back
like,
out.
Yeah, no, it looks like a big candy cane with little candy cane branches popping off. You break a piece off and you take a taste, and it's really sweet. It's super
Yeah,
sugary.
I spit it out. I'm a salty man.
You spit it out, it falls onto the ice cream below on the
I
ground.
do like the whole like scraping the tongue, going ow, ow, sweet, sweet. No.
It's very sweet. Zarlog, do you try any of the ice cream?
No, because unless this is a very cold temperatured area, I don't believe the ice cream
it's
would be
freezing.
delectable. Oh, it's freezing here?
Oh, it's very cold up here. Yeah,
Oh, well then he
There's
will
a
definitely...
bit of a polar wind flowing through as well.
He'll just get like the tiniest, he'll just dip like 2 fingers into it and just get a small taste.
And you bring it up to your mouth, you taste it.
On a mission. Let's go.
Well, Zarlog, you find the ice cream to be completely flavorless.
Oh.
Wow.
Super plain. But it's definitely ice cream. Like, it has the consistency of ice cream. And little bits of it looks like snow as it falls, but as it hits the ground, it begins to pile up. Very clearly, ice begins to fall from the sky around you.
I can't wait to explore more of this fantastic land.
Torment, Sword, what are you two doing as Zarlog and Woosh sample
walk
the
off.
terrain?
I can't be bothered dealing with sweets. I just walk towards our destination.
Okay.
I show a little concern about all the sugar around here, and
Mhm.
a little apprehensive of my colleagues eating food off the ground.
Yeah, that's I think it's like the sugar is one thing, but all right.
You
Well,
do not know where that
Woosh-
chocolate's been, my friend.
I have strong resistance to things that enter my body.
And I guess that's just where that one leaves off, that conversation, as Woosh begins to move along, move ahead of you. The ice cream drifts end up getting pretty thick. They get up to like your knees as you're trudging through, and the snow begins to come down a little harder. Torment.
I'm amphibious, so can I breathe chocolate?
No, you cannot breathe this ice cream. It's not breathable for an amphibian. Also, I believe turtles can actually just hold their breath. I don't believe they can.
Oh, yeah,
actually
that's right.
drink water.
Hold
Yeah.
breath, that's right.
Yep.
There it is.
Torment, you're actually light enough as a gnome that you can just walk on top of the snow. You don't sink in like everyone else does. And yeah, you begin to head forward. Up in the distance, you see large walls of a city. The walls are made, it seems, of rock candy. There are large, and they're all sorts of somewhat they're translucent. You can kind of see through them. The rock candies are all sorts of different vibrant yellows and blues and pinks and reds and oranges. Very an incredible, dazzling display of color of these large walls. And you see a large stone gate up ahead. The gate appears to be crafted of planks of candy cane from some ancient large candy cane tree. However, the gates are open. And inside, you can see all of the buildings, which actually are just made of stone, like normal rock, it looks like. And you see all sorts of people are scattering, and they're frightened. They are fleeing, it seems, into the candy wastes out the gate. Up ahead, you can see a magnificent candy castle right down the road. You see small bits of smoke and flame kind of poking up from it. You know this to be your destination. What would you all like to do as you kind of now see your destination?
Well, with the destination being smoking, Zarlog would probably want to make a little bit of haste to get there.
Sure. Well, Zarlog, what do you tell your pals, or do you just start running off alone?
I say, I basically shout, it looks like we need to get there pretty quickly, and start going along.
Okay. Yeah, I assume, unless anyone mentions otherwise, you all follow Zarlog. Zarlog, you rush through the gates and begin to travel down the road. You see Woosh singing along the whole time. And Woosh, actually, if you get a running start, you can jump and land on your back and sled a little ways, but then you gotta get back up again. It's kind of annoying.
Shell sliding. Strikes again.
Y'all rush down the way. You see all of the citizens of the town seem to be either fleeing or getting ready to flee. They're in a panic. And now as you get closer, you can see that the buildings are actually made of gingerbread that has just been painted. It doesn't seem to actually be stone. And one of the people, random people, stops seeing you coming. They're like, "Oh, are you here to stop the attack?"
Sure. Let's go with that.
At the castle, and they point up. A horrible. The elders of I don't know what's gone. They've gone completely mad.
Gonna whisper to the others. That's what we're here for, right?
I believe so. And you say it's the elderly?
Yes, we have the elder village in the northeast of town. It's normally fine, but they've gone completely berserk. We don't know what's happened.
We shall handle it. We are Bartholomew's adventurers. Yeah. I raise a fist to the sky.
You look not like random townspeople, so I just knew.
Is that because we're not made of candy?
I'm not made of candy. Person says, kind of poking themselves.
I poke him. I want to check.
Okay, poke him. He's squishy, like he's made of meat.
Okay.
Like a normal human.
You're in the clear for now, but I'm keeping an eye on you.
What? He's very confused. All right.
Moving along.
Yeah, moving along. You rush ahead toward the opening gates of the castle. The castle also made of all sorts of wonderful and crazy candies. And as you get up there, you see a few kind of straggler elderly people by the gates. First, you see 6 or 7. They look like guards. They're wearing all sorts of candy armor. They had large candy cane pikes and things, where instead of curved at the top, it was sharpened to a point. They're just splayed out on the ground, seemingly unconscious, maybe dead. You're not certain. And there's 10 very elderly-looking people like very elderly. They're hunched over. Many of them have either walkers or canes, and they are attempting to. One of them has a wheelchair. They're attempting to get up the stairs to the castle, but having a very difficult time. They're kind of
we help them?
arguing to each other, like just making sound. What do you all do? They're in your way.
Is this the attack?
You're not certain.
Are we meant to help them up the stairs?
I don't think we should do that. Maybe we should probably at least confront them first.
All right, who's the best at talking? Looks at the what is it? Crap, what is he again? Half-Orc.
I do have I'm very persuasive in a lot of things.
Excellent. Off you go. Have fun. We'll be here. Moral support. Bardic inspiration. Have fun.
Wonderful, thank you. I could have given it to myself, you know.
Could've, but it's from me and it's better.
Zarlog will approach the elderly and simply go, "Ho there, people. What are you doing?"
They turn toward you. Yeah. Attack! And they immediately turn toward you, raise up their canes, and begin to walk slowly toward you.
Oh, Lord. I thought you were good at talking.
I didn't even get to roll my perception. I mean, my persuasion.
Attack! Love it.
Can y'all roll me initiative?
Oh, my goodness.
I got a 3.
Oh, my God, I got a 5.
I rolled the GM. Let me roll it again. They got a 16. Okay.
Oh, boy.
All right. As we start our first battle, we start with Torment. There are, it looks like 6 elderly folk slowly moving toward you angrily.
Okay, what are they using to walk again?
3 of them have walkers, 1 of them's in a wheelchair, and 2 of them have canes.
Right,
They look like really old.
Can I go up to one of the ones with cane and just steal the cane?
Yeah, sure. Can you roll me it's be a strength athletics check to take it away, because he's going to fight you on it. Actually, you know, the first one probably doesn't even see it coming, so you have advantage on your roll. You walk over and you grab his cane. All right, so you got a 9. You got an 18. He holds under. What are you doing to my cane?
Wow, strong.
What is in these old people's oatmeal?
You dumb halfling. And
Damn sugar rush.
Do you move it all at the end of your turn, Torment?
I'm just gonna give them a 1-off burst, not for them to reach me.
Okay, so you take a few steps back. That old man's gonna take an opportunity attack against you with his cane. He bludgeons you for 1 point of damage. Yeah, get wrecked. First blood, elders.
Useless.
Yeah, exactly. And Woosh is cool. The elders will now go. The elders slowly move forward. However, they're only really able to get close enough to. One of them's able to get close enough to you, Torment, to attack. It's that same one who just bludgeoned you. So he's gonna walk up to you and try and hit you with his cane again. He swings, but he gets only an 8. He shouldn't have a 13. He got an 8. So he misses as you easily just kind of step out of the way of his cane. The other ones begin to move forward, except the one in the wheelchair, who hits a button on the side of his wheelchair, and it begins to glow with blue arcane power. You hear it kind of roar to life, and it's just, he still doesn't move though. He's still back. It is now Sword, your turn.
I think I'm going to use one of my cantrips and cast Thaumaturgy and make small tremors on the ground.
Oh no!
See if I can throw the old people off their feet.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna roll dexterity saving throws for them. And what is your cleric, right? What's your spell save DC?
Let me find it real quick on this sheet.
Okay, well, what's your wisdom modifier? And then we can just calculate it real quick.
3.
3. All right, cool. So that means it should be a 13. Wow, it's actually really high. So what I'm going to do is if they fail by more than 5, so if they get a 7 or lower, they just fall on the ground. Otherwise, they're just going to get off balance and have disadvantage on the next, whatever they do. Or the next person to attack them will have it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. The one in the wheelchair seems unaffected. The wheelchair's a little too sturdy. And the 2 with canes seem okay. One of them with a walker just falls over. They just fall on the ground. Actually, all of the walkers fall on the ground. They all just get horribly dislodged by your thaumaturgy as your tremors shake the ground. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I think I'm just going to meekly step back.
Okay, you're just like you kind of feel bad, or
Yeah, very.
Oh, okay, Zarlog, it's your turn. There's an old man with a cane, still attacking Torment. It looks like.
I will attack him with my rapier.
Okay. Yeah, you rush forward. You hit him. Yeah, you go to stab him, and yeah, you stab him in like the arm, and he just kind of and he falls over onto the ground. He does not seem dead, however, as when he hits the ground, he begins to snore like he's asleep.
These are some very strange elderly.
Woosh, it's your turn. There are 2 elderly seemingly remaining. The other ones are either on the ground or asleep.
I am very concerned about this.
Okay.
I think I might just cast sleep on them. They look like old people like naps, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try and get as many as the old people in. No,
What's the radius
numbers?
of sleep?
90 feet.
90
Or
feet.
the area of effect. Area of effect is saying
Yeah.
the spell.
I think it's a 10-foot radius.
20 feet from a point you choose within range. 20-foot radius.
Oh, 20-foot radius. Damn.
I believe so. Creatures within 20 feet of the point you choose. Yeah, radius.
Cool. I think with that, you could either get you could probably get the scooter one, the one on his wheelchair, or you get all of the rest of them.
All the walkers.
Okay, cool. Can you go ahead and roll me?
I'm gonna do it at level 2.
Oh, damn. With 90, yeah, they all go down. You cast your sleep.
I like to pull out my conch and like a wonderful Zelda melody playing.
Oh, excellent. Just you play some nice little thing on your conch and they conk out. There is one old person left. However, Torment, it is your turn before they go.
I start moving up the stairs past them. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's
Woosh
my
starts moving ahead.
Keeping concentration on the sleep spell, of course, because it only lasts a minute. I told the others that.
Torment, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna grab a bone from my bag and just kind of like conk the old wheelchair person on the head as I walk past.
Okay, you're gonna walk up and try and bludgeon him with that?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and make me, I guess it's just a strength roll. Can you just hit the strength button on your character sheet? Oh, damn. Nice. So you're going to hit him for, what's your strength modifier? It's only +1?
Yeah.
All right, 2 points of damage. Bonk. Yeah, you hit him. No problem. He goes unconscious. Actually, he falls asleep as you hit him. And as you do so, it's his turn, and his power chair finishes powering on and just begins to drive off down the road. He's asleep in it.
Wow.
And with that, you have defeated this first combat encounter.
Everyone, quickly up the stairs before they wake up. My spell can only hold so long.
Yeah, you guys rush up the stairs, sir?
Yes, definitely.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, you all rush up the stairs. As you go along, you see like a bunch more like unconscious guards, and you're just probably wondering like, what on earth happened to these guards? But there's a whole pile of
could
them.
reach this far.
I
know. I play some really good music.
you see various other like walkers and canes and things scattered about. and you reach the large gilded candy gates into the castle. As you kind of rush ahead, down ahead of you, you can see that there's this large open area, this kind of foyer, I guess you could say. There's a massive candy chandelier. It's got to be like 40 feet wide. Just a massive rock candy chandelier hanging from the ceiling. It is lighting the entire room.
How big one of those cost?
You have no idea, but it'd probably be a lot.
I'm asking the party.
At least a whole arm's worth of pretzels.
But
pretzels candy.
You also see directly across from you in this room a bunch of, they look like kind of like old women basically, and they are attacking one of the guards. They all have a bunch of brooms and they're just bludgeoning him with the broom. And he's just like, oh God, no! Oh, and he falls unconscious. You see maybe like 6 old ladies.
Are the elderly the only ones eating vegetables?
Maybe that's why they're beating the guards, because guards eat nothing but candy.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, what do you all do?
I want to go back to the conversation about the pretzels going. I'm pretty sure they fall in the snack category, not the candy category.
I didn't say that it had to be candy. I'm just saying I would think that would be the amount of an arm's worth of pretzels.
But yeah, no. This is what we discussed.
You have this conversation. Zarlog and Woosh have this back and forth about pretzels. Woosh is arguing that they're not candy. Zarlog is just like, I like pretzels, man.
I'm just saying, with the conversion rate of today's equivalent for pretzel to candy, I believe that it would be about an arm's worth of pretzels.
Wow, you do not value candy a lot. Anyway,
I do not know what's more disappointing, the fact that the elderly are beating up the guards, or you're having this conversation right now.
And as you all just kind of stand in the middle of this room and talk, the old ladies seem to notice you, and you can see their eyes are glowing red. Or they're just really bloodshot. It's really hard to tell.
Are vegetables that strong above ground? Not above ground, above water.
They turn and begin to run in your direction, and they're actually going like normal person pace, even though they look very, very. They're running with like an inhuman like speed as they shuffle toward you quickly. What would you like to do? They're about 100 feet away from you still. It's a very large foyer you've entered into. Nothing? You're just kind of all waiting while the old ladies come at you?
I'm trying to see how much of a distance I have from one of my spells.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to put these ones to sleep as well?
Huh?
I'm asking the party if they want me to put these ones to sleep as well.
If you can, most of my spells can't reach past 30.
Wow. Someone did not think that through. Sure. I'm just going to do a level 1 sleep spell.
Okay. You're going to start off with the sleep spell. Torment and Sword, are you just kind of waiting? Disappointed? Or?
Disappointed, confused, and all around dumbfounded.
Okay. What was that, Torment?
I was going to step back into the shadows and hide.
Okay, cool. Can you give me a stealth check then? For the rest of you, I need you to roll initiative. That sleep spell takes down only 2 of the old ladies.
Wow.
The other 4 still remain.
Huh. Well, give me 3 more rounds and I'll have this sorted.
These are the bloodshot old women. And they're going to roll. They don't have a high... Yep, they got a 1. Cool.
As old ladies should.
Yeah, as they should. Sparta, you're 90% certain you're expertly hidden from these people. There's no way they're going to torment in the shadows there. They're probably blind. Sword, you get to go first this round. What would you like to do? These old ladies seem like they mean a little more business than the ones you found outside.
I'm just going to take my quarterstaff, give a good swing at the old crows.
Okay, so you're going to rush toward them? Alrighty. As you go to rush forward, Sword, and you swing at them, you actually miss as they kind of like block it with a strength you did not expect and a speed you did not expect with their broom. And the old woman in front of you looks toward you like, ah! And she like kind of makes a yell at you in a very uncomfortable sort of way. Woosh, what would you like to do?
Is it as disrespectful below water as above water to attack the old ladies?
That's totally up to you. What's Tortle society like? I mean, if you're going like...
we like our elders, because we live a little longer than normal humans.
Okay.
So we like to respect wisdom.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to stick with non-aggressive, non-like actual damage things.
Sure.
Let's go with Fairy Fire.
Oh, cool. All right. So you're going to Fairy Fire the remaining 4 old ladies.
Wait, I did not want to do that, because I'm concentrating on sleep at the moment.
Oh, yeah. It's an important distinction, huh?
Okay, then, vicious mockery, sure.
Okay, you're going to yell at one of them.
Your baked goods are not that great.
No! One of them yells in anguish.
They have disadvantage on the next attack.
Yep. And one of the other old ladies turned towards her. She's right, you know. And Torment, it's your turn. You are well and truly hidden from these folks, just kind of like barely in the shadows. What would you like to do?
Can I try and sneak around him?
Yeah, absolutely. You're just gonna try and walk around the other side?
Just to get behind them.
Yeah, you can do that. Sure, you can sneak around to the back. Is there anything else you'd like?
I'm just gonna hold my action after that.
Cool. Anything in particular you're waiting for, or?
Somebody to go into melee with them.
Oh, okay. Someone to attack one of your allies, or?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Excellent. Zarlog, what would you like to do?
Who will also be doing a vicious mockery.
Oh, Zarlog. What's your
old
mockery?
lady. Different old lady.
Oh yes, definitely different old lady. And my mockery is your grandchildren only call you so they can get an inheritance.
Oh, brutal. Oh, that's really. I'm gonna give you double damage for this. Damage with this mockery. That's evil. Yeah, no, it's like no. She just seems very upset by this. She seems genuinely upset, whereas it was a different kind of upset with the other. Anyway, the other people go. 2 of them are going to go toward Sword, because Sword, you're kind of up closest, and 2 of them, one of them's going to go at each of you, Woosh and Zarlog, the ones you insulted respectively. So as they run forward, Torment, did you want to take your ready to action?
Yes.
Excellent. Are you shooting them with a weapon or something?
Yeah, which one would I have advantage on?
Any of them. You're actually all of them. You're hidden from all of them, so you have advantage on any attack you want.
Alright, then I actually might go up behind one of them and stab him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we can say that's fine. Yeah, so you kind of come up behind and shot. That's a 20, so you're absolutely going to hit. The 10 also would have hit. As you shank him for 3, and then your sneak attack. Which I believe is an extra d6. Oh, yeah. So that finishes off the... Which one were you going for, actually? The one attacking Zarlog, Woosh, or one of the ones on Sword?
Probably Zarlog.
Yeah, so that finishes off Zarlog's old lady. As you rush over and stab them. And they'll be like, and collapses to the ground and begins to fall asleep. She just starts snoring. It's strange. You're not like causing any blood or anything, despite your piercing weapon. It's not like piercing them. It's just like hurting. It's just like almost bludgeoning them with the tip of the blade.
No,
it's very strange. And yeah, she collapses onto the ground.
Candy clones.
So Zarlog, you're not getting attacked anymore because Sparta took care of that one. But Woosh, you're being attacked with disadvantage as the old lady swings her broom at you.
Oh my lord.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. You get bludgeoned in the side of the head with a broom.
Ow.
Sword, you're also getting bludgeoned as these old ladies swing with incredible speed. Oh my goodness.
The sleep holds.
The sleep does hold. So Sword, a 24 to hit, does that get you? You know, I know that gets you. Oh my goodness. Sword,
Yeah,
you're a
because it's
robot
only
person.
18.
Whoop. Oh, I'll just let Sword know that he's all robot for now. And then the second one also going at him, 17. Oh my god. Awesome. Okay, so you are able to deflect. His armor class is 18, and Sword is able to deflect the last one with his quarterstaff. Or quarterstaff, probably shield, casting inside. As the god of chaos Discord destroys our voice comms. We are back to top of initiative with Sword. What would you like to do, Sword? Maybe we'll come back to Sword.
Well, considering that, okay, I'm better.
Yeah, you're great.
Okay, awesome. Considering that the old ladies really don't appear to be taking any physical damage,
Yeah.
I decided I'm going to take another good swing at the lady on my right with the quarterstaff again.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me a swing. That'll hit. For a total of... are you swinging that one-handed? Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
that should be... Yeah, cool. So 3 bludgeoning damage as you bonk him on the side of the head. She rears back, but seems still, cognizant. That wasn't quite enough to get her. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Alrighty. Sword, you parry one attack away and bonk one. And we move on to Woosh. What would you like to do, Woosh?
First, I'm a healing word myself. Back to full.
Oh, that's heat metal. Is that what you meant to
Oops.
cast?
Whoops. Nope. It started with H. I thought it was a healing word.
It happens.
That's why.
Classic roll 20.
D4, and I just add my wisdom. What is my wisdom?
Alright, still not too bad. Some hit points. Anything else you'd like to do?
4 hit points, yellow. 20.
Hey,
Okay.
bonus action, right?
Yep. Okay. Just keep vicious mocking the one in front of me.
Excellent. Okay, what are you saying at this time?
Your knitting is not as good as Jenny's over there. It's not as good.
It is rebuffed. She rebuffs your vicious mockery with her higher wisdom as she says, "My knitting's good enough for my grandchildren, and that's all that matters." Except she says it way more whacked. I was like, "My knitting's better than anyone's." And that's all she says. Torment, it's your move. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna attack the one that's next to Woosh.
Cool. Yep, you just kind of take a few steps over and take a swing at them. Go ahead and give me your attack. Oh, damn. Yep, you hit with that. Wow, and that's even without the sneak attack, huh?
There we go. Got it working.
Hey, it works. So yeah, Sparta, you actually would have sneak attack on this one because you have an ally adjacent to them because Woosh is there.
Yep.
So you can add your sneak attack, and yeah, with that you stab that one in the back, distracted by Woosh's
Knitting.
Woosh's knitting itself. She collapses to the ground, knocked unconscious,
Ladies are
and
weird.
begins to sleep and snore peacefully. And you can see the red kind of fading from their eyes as they kind of fall unconscious. Next, we move to Zarlog, unless Torment, you had a bonus action you wanted.
No.
Okay, cool. Zarlog, it's your move.
How many old ladies are up right now?
Right now, there are 2 left. 2 of them are asleep way back from Woosh's sleep spell. 2 of them are laid out in front of you asleep, and 2 of them are attacking Sword still. Sword managed to get a good hit on one of them, but the other one seems fine still.
I shall cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter
Uh-huh.
on the closest one to me.
Mm-hmm. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. All right, so I got to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, a wisdom saving.
She apparently is not very wise, this old lady.
What joke do you tell her?
Well, oh yeah, do you tell her a joke? Or
Yes, I will tell her a joke, but this one would probably fall more under vicious mockery because I tell her the best joke of all, which is her baking skills.
oh, you know what? How does she see this as hilarious? I think she just does. She just starts laughing.
She can't deny that it's a good one.
Yeah.
Despite it being
like a
bad, her
crime.
grandkids have to eat it anyway. That's the funny part.
Oh.
Like that's why she finds it so funny because she knows she's awful at it, but her grandkids will still stomach it.
Exactly, right? She collapses to the ground in a fit of laughter and then falls asleep. You seem to have actually knocked her out with that undamaging spell. And last but not least, we are at the Elder. The Elder's sword, the last one, remains next to you. It's the one you had hit before, and they take their broomstick and go to swing again. This time, however, you see that coming and just kind of like lean backwards, or how does the sword parry this broom?
It just hits my armor and you hear a clink.
Excellent. The little bristles just kind of like looks down like, really? It's your turn. What would you like to do?
I just conquer back with my quarterstaff in the head.
Okay. Yeah, you actually still hit with an 8. They are not dexterous at all. Yeah, and you knock her unconscious. And she collapses to the ground. Up ahead, you can see the door that they had been kind of banging at before the guard stopped them is open a crack. Looks like they were trying to like push through it instead of pull it open or something, or maybe the guard distracted them afterwards. What would you all like to do as you are now just kind of here, surrounded by sleeping old women?
Head forth.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we good? All right, let's go.
Yeah, you rush forward toward the large gate. Woosh, you pull it open a little bit, and as you peek through, you see a scene of chaos. You see the king's throne, a magnificent candy seat. You see all sorts of royal-looking guards, and they are wrecked. These aren't like the other guards that you've run past and run into that just kind of looked like run-of-the-mill guards. These look like royal, like elite people. And they are unconscious all around you, or all inside the room. You also see what looks like he's dressed in a very a regal kind of red kingly attire, like red velvet, the classic kind of red king cloak suit thing. He's lying on the ground at the seat of his throne. He does not seem like he's conscious. And you also see a large table that's very out of place. Standing atop it, a grouchy looking old man with a large, he's completely bald, save for little scraps of white hair around that form like a little halo on his head. He has a large brown sack and is wearing kind of green trousers and a plain brown tunic. And he's kind of calling out to the other elderly folk in the room. There seem to be 4 other of those broom-wielding old ladies. And kind of like, all right, now that we've done this, and he seems to be forgetting what he's trying to talk to them as he keeps restarting his little speech. What would you all like to do? You all see this, they have not noticed.
Should I put this one to sleep as well? Look to the others. It seems to be a very effective method.
It does seem to work quite well, but at the same time...
Well, that will wake up the old ladies right behind you.
I think I have a better idea. They don't seem to be too particularly conscious about what they're doing. So I yelled out to them,
Whack it with a stick.
"You're..." Okay, I yelled out to them, "You're about to go to bed."
Okay. Torment, are you sneaking into the throne room? It's got like big pillars you could hide behind, or are you just hiding behind the doors with the rest of the party?
I'm gonna sneak in.
Okay.
How
you
many
sneak in.
of them again? How many?
There are 4 more of those broom ladies. The one balding man on top of a large oaken table.
I have a great way to deal with this, but I don't like it.
And Sword, so Torment, right as you like sneak around and hide behind a pillar and you look back in, maybe waiting for an opportunity, you hear Sword call out that you're all about to be able to sleep. And the old man just kind of turns toward you. Oh,
Initiative. Okay.
Well, not yet. He's got like big, he's got like half moon spectacles. And he also has these, bloodshot red kind of glowing eyes. And they call that, "What? You're already too late. We've made off with the crown."
There's a candy crown? Oh my lord.
I think Zarlog would like to get up close to the balding man.
Okay, you just walk in.
Sort of. He kind of wants to do intimidate them a bit because they've kind of, they've gone through all the people before them and they've all been put to sleep, and we've made it to the final room.
Sure. So you're just trying to you're striding up, all intimidating. Are you saying anything in particular?
Yes, I'm mainly just saying we've demolished all the forces that you had behind you, and there's nothing stopping us from continuing on until we get the crown back.
The old man kind of seems confused. However, the 4 elderly ladies with their brooms kind of look back and forth to each other like, demolished. That's bad. And they seem a little taken aback. But the old man takes a step forward and he says, "Well, you'll never get past me, and you'll never find the crown. It's, I've forgotten." And he kind of looks dejectedly down. Does anyone else want to do anything? It seems like you have them at a bit of an impasse. Where they're not going to attack you, but which is
Are there any other exits to this room other than the one we came in?
Yeah, there are a whole bunch on different sides of the room. And actually, Zarlog, you probably see on the far back right corner of the room, you see what looks like some kingly advisors, right? They're wearing these big robes, all sorts of different colors. And they seem to be sneaking forward toward where the king is lying on the ground unconscious. And they kind of make eye contact with you and make a keep talking sound with their hands and point toward the king. And they make the "we'll get him out of there" look. What do you do?
So you think you've succeeded, but you can't even remember in what you succeeded in doing.
He kind of looks down. I have. If my name isn't Werther, I have. I've lived a successful life, and he just kind of keeps mumbling for a moment. One of the old ladies, "We should get him like we got all of the others." And she begins to hobble forward toward you, Zarlog.
Should we convince him his name is John?
Torment, Sword, Woosh, would you like to do anything else? Well, Zarlog is chatting with these old people.
I'll talk to the orc and go, should we convince the main guy that his name's actually John? Don't know what it would achieve, but it'd be funny as hell.
I wish I knew what you were referencing.
He just
Nothing.
doesn't.
I'm not referencing anything. I'm saying convincing him his name is John. It in itself is funny.
So, Torment, you're hidden behind that pillar. You're watching this just buffoonery kind of ensue. Would you like to do anything else? Would you like to do anything, or are you just going to keep holding your spot?
Can I sneak closer to the king?
Yeah, you need only another stealth check. At the distance you're currently at, there's almost no. Oh no!
Oh no!
You're sneaking up, sneaking closer, and you get right up to the king, and like no one's noticed. You reach over and you lift King up. Are you trying to like drag him away?
No, I just wanted to get closer to him so I could get a behind position.
Okay, so yeah, you go to sneak up by the king, and as you do, you get up right to him, and you go to like hide again. And what happens is you accidentally like knock against one of the unconscious guards that's in here, and the guard is kind of like yells loudly as he was maybe asleep and not unconscious. And the old man standing atop the table turns, it's a trick! And at this point, we would need initiative from you as they seem to see you coming.
Guess I should have put him to sleep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
3 again. Oops, I still have on GM rolls. Whoops.
all right.
Yeah, 3.
Cool. And that's that. Alrighty.
I'm not the most fast bard in battle.
Other elders, and we don't need. Yeah, we need that.
CR20 elders, here we go.
And I rolled that to me. Perfect. Excellent. No, these are not CR20 elders. These are slightly higher CR elders that roll really badly. Let's see. You guys got some great initiative. Zarlog, you are the first to go. What would you like to do?
I'm going to throw my dagger at the old man.
Okay. With a 7, yeah, unfortunately that will not connect. As you take your blade and throw it, it just kind of goes wide and doesn't really connect at all.
Damn.
Yeah.
Would have been so badass.
It would have. You would have nailed him. So yeah, you throw it, and as you go, now he goes, and he kicks at the table beneath him, and you see it come to life and begin to animate. And he looks toward you and says, "That will be the last mistake you've ever made." And he is going to reach into his little sack and pull out what looks like a little brown candy, and he's just going to throw it at you. And he hits you with an 18, I believe.
Werther's Original.
Oh boy.
Why did I see that coming?
He throws a Werther's Original at you.
My arch enemy,
And
Carmel.
bludgeons you for 10 points of damage.
Goodness gracious.
Are they salty candies? Because can I just eat them?
No, they're not. They're weird candies.
They're like caramel, but worse.
Because if they were salty, I would let them hit me so I could eat them.
Yeah, right? I mean, you can always ready an action to try and catch it in your mouth and see what happens. Next, we have Sword. Actually, we have Torment. Torment, what'd you like to do? Is that music?
I'm probably just going to try to hide somewhere.
Okay. Because music does not seem to be working, but that's fine. You can go ahead and give me a stealth check if you want. You can are you ducking behind like the throne and you're gonna hide there? Or
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, so you can give me a stealth check. Sweet. You are so hidden it's not even like they turned and saw you, but they don't know if they saw. As you go and duck behind the candy throne, seemingly hidden. We move next to Sword. It's now your turn.
Was it Woosh who got hit?
Nope.
Zarlog got nailed with the Werther's Original.
It took me down to about half.
It did some work. Werther's the boss of this battle.
Those darn.
I'm going to use a healing word on Zarlog and.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, and what a healing word it is. What is your word of healing, Sword? What single phrase do you say?
Rutabaga.
Rutabaga.
Delicious.
The power of the rutabaga. You are healed, Zarlog, for almost all the damage you just took.
I feel the flavor wash over me.
You feel the flavor wash over you, indeed. Sword, it's now your move. You still have an action if you'd like to take it.
Which elderly person am I closest to?
Well, there are 4 elderly women that have brooms. They're probably the closest. They're on the ground. What? What do you mean, what? Werther is standing on top of the table, which is coming to life. And he's about as far away, but he's up on a table.
These poor old ladies, I swear.
In that case, I think I will use inflict wounds on
Oh my!
on the table.
Oh, okay. You rush forward and you nail the table. Can you go ahead and roll me your? I believe it's a spell attack for inflict wounds. Oh wow! Yeah, you're gonna hit, no problem. Give me that damage. That'd be so anticlimactic if you just nailed the table in one hit. Okay, you didn't nail the table in one hit, but damn, you did.
I will. Don't worry.
Why? All right. Yeah, you nail the table. Your necrotic energy courses through the table, almost like black electricity, and the table jolts as it comes to life and takes its turn. And it is gonna go. Oh wow! Is that music still not working? That's really funky. Well, I guess we'll come back to that later. Yeah, it's going to go. It rushes forward and attempts to ram. Actually, it doesn't even rush forward. It just attempts to ram you, Sword, as you inflicted wounds. And it rolls a 2. As it is unable to... Oh, it should be rolling with a +6. That is an error. So it rolls an 8, which it still misses you. You dodge out of the way or duck under this table. And when the elders go, they move forward with their brooms and begin their attack. Zarlog, 2 of them head toward you, while 2 of them rush toward Woosh. Zarlog, these 2 attacks are against you. Swing and swing. Do either of those connect?
Only one.
All right. So yeah, the 14 it beats your armor class, and you get bludgeoned for 7 points of damage by this lady's broom.
Immediately lose that healing word.
Immediately lose a healing word. Whoosh. 2 of them come at you with a 19 and a 6. The 19 also connecting, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yep, as you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, stop touching my tra-la-la.
We come back to the at the top of initiative.
No, it's me.
Oh.
I'm lost.
I might have skipped Whoosh. I'm so sorry, Whoosh.
I'm a 3 initiative as well.
Well, Whoosh, it's your turn. I apologize I skipped you. I should have put you before them.
No. What's their dex? -10. I'm pretty sure they probably would have gone first.
Technically, that's actually a house rule.
Okay.
The actual, what it tells you to do in the Dungeon Master's Guide is always have the players go first.
Okay.
Because it's more fun. So you're going to go first next round, but go ahead. You can go now.
So where is the table in adjacent to the old ladies and the man? Like radius-wise.
The man. It's right next to him. I mean, they're all pretty much together at this point. The old lady.
So if I use Shatter.
Oh my.
If I use Shatter, how many would I get? It's a 20-foot cube.
Are you okay with? No.
Mainly the table and the old man is what I'm aiming for.
Well, yeah, you're gonna hit the table and the old man guaranteed, and you'll probably get 2 of the old lady. If you're cool with that.
I want to play. Is there a nearby glass by chance? Just happens to be one like nearby.
Up like on the ceiling above, there are a whole bunch of those big chandeliers, but those are like 60 feet up. You'd have to attack that instead of them if you wanted to do that.
I could attack the chandelier and fall to the ground, killing. No, focus. I want to flavor my shadow as me trying to sing.
He's just like, and
a high-pitch opera sing.
Awesome. All right, you begin to sing at these old ladies.
The table has disadvantage and takes double damage.
I don't think it does double damage. I think it just is.
The con.
Right.
Shadow.
But we'll figure it out. It is going to be a con save. The table gets a 6. The elders That should only be the first 3. They all fail.
Creature command, we're going to
Oh
have
no,
disadvantage
Werther
saving throw.
succeeded.
No, they do not take double damage. They just have disadvantage.
And the brooms. Yeah, so as you do this, your shatter, the 2 old ladies in the back, their brooms break apart as they shatter into millions of pieces of wood. The table seems to take a pretty sizable chunk of damage. It's barely kicking. And last but certainly not least, Werther himself takes a healthy heap of damage. As we come back... Oh,
I want to Bardic Inspiration and Cleric.
Awesome. Yeah, you sing the praises.
You can do it! Show them that candy isn't the way.
Excellent. Zarlog, as we come back to the top of initiative, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
So who all is up right now?
All of them are still up, actually. After that.
Really?
Yeah, everything's still up. Though the 2 old ladies in the back don't have their brooms anymore.
Well, then I will. How close is the old man to me?
Like 10, 15 feet tops.
I would like to rush him and attack him with my rapier.
Isn't he still on the table?
Yeah, he's still on the table. You'd have to climb up on the table, which is animated and alive.
Oh. Then instead of that, I will just simply cast Thunder Wave myself.
Oh, damn. You rushed forward and cast it on the table and him?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. So as you blast with a wave of thunder, I will roll for Werther. Is the save? Constitution?
Yes.
Excellent. So Werther and table. And all right, so they're both going to succeed, but they're going to take half damage anyway. Can you roll me your damage? Alrighty, it's going to be 8 points, so 4 points of thunder damage. The table looks real bad. It looks just like it's gotten the crap beat out of it. It's been blasted 3 times now. Werther also looks like he's barely hanging on. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I think that'll end my turn.
Cool. As we move on to Torment. Torment, you're hidden behind the throne, and as you look back, you can see you hear blasts of thunder and peek around and see the battle scene. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take a shot at the old dude.
Cool. That'll hit. Werther, they do not have IACs. All right, you hit Werther for that and your sneak attack damage because you have advantage for 10 points. And with that, you hit Werther in the back of his head, and he collapses to the ground, falling forward off of the table. He hits the ground with like a really awful like cracking sound. And for a second, you're like, oh, geez, did this guy actually get hurt? But then he starts snoring. However, Torment, your arrow did take off a little bit of his little remaining hair. He now only has hair on the sides of his head. As you have taken down Werther. Oh, his Werther's originals scatter all over the ground from his sack. I don't have to worry about his initiative anymore. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Torment?
I'm gonna move over towards the king.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you come back around to the king. The king is just like, he doesn't seem unconscious. He's just like very sickly. And we move to sword. What would you like to do, Master Coheir?
Oh, I took damage. I didn't
I
that.
think it'd probably be best problem. I will cast a.
Wake up. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
I will cast a inflicting again on the table to try to.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, Sword, you're kind of botting out a little bit, but I heard you're casting inflict wounds on the table. With a 9, I think actually that will miss. But you have Bardic Inspiration from Woosh. If you'd like, you can roll a d6 and add that to your roll. Oh my god, exactly enough. Hot damn. Because of Woosh's inspiration, as you go to swing, you're like, yeah, I can do it, as Woosh said. And you nail him with your inflict wounds. Go ahead and give me your damage for inflict wounds. Oh my god, 19 necrotic damage. The black energy pulses through the table.
Yeah.
Shatters.
Support.
Into pieces. Little pieces of wood and splinter fly everywhere, sword in front of you, as you are left standing in the ruins of a table. Damn, what a round. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
A shame, that was a nice table.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't worry, I'll eventually get mending. Don't worry, one day.
Oh no, not another thing Woosh is back together. Speaking of Woosh, it's your turn. What would you like to do? A bardic inspiration well used.
It was my last one, so yeah. The other bard still has the other one.
What would you like to do, Woosh?
So there's the old lady still engaging me, right?
Yes. There are still 2 old ladies with brooms, 2 old ladies without brooms.
I'm not sure if this is really a vicious mockery, but you miss your real teeth.
Oh god. She's like, yes, I do. That's it. Total agreement. And
Worth the shot.
she bludgeons you anyway. She takes her broom, and actually I closed the broom by accident, and swings it at you aggressively.
Missing.
Yeah, but, okay, I guess not that aggressively, apparently.
It hits my shelf and itself makes a weird bongo sound.
Boom, 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 boom. It makes a weird bongo sound. Zarlog, a broom swings at you as well. Much better aimed, apparently.
Oh my lord.
Is Zarlog still up after this?
Yes, he's still up, but he's holding on.
Mine's pondering about that too.
Yeah, as you get clubbed again, this old lady's just like, why won't you die like the good boys outside? And we come to the top of initiative. It's your turn, Zarlog. Why won't you die?
Because I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Also using my I do have Bardic Inspiration, correct?
Yep, you have one.
Yep.
I will also be
mine.
using that.
All right. So that'll be your action and your bonus action, if you do it that way.
Correct.
Okay, cool. And who are you going to inspire?
Wait, I meant I will
Mine,
be,
I think he meant.
Yeah, I will be adding the Bardic Inspiration I've been given onto the Healing Word.
Oh, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
No.
You can only add it
Yeah,
to
it's an
D20
attack.
rolls.
Tackle
Oh,
saving
okay.
throw.
Yep. But you're still going to heal for 5 health, which is not bad.
Not enough.
Not as much as you want.
Turn around and just use
Oh, Sword, you're really robot.
Sword, I can't under.
yourself and
If you do an attack throw or a saving throw, you can add the d6 to it.
I really need the healing, so I think I'll just heal and back up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you back away. So you disengage and back off. Yeah, no problem. The old lady tries to swing at you, but you take your action to disengage and dodge out of the way. She is unable to make contact.
What word do you use to heal yourself?
Oh yeah, what's your healing word, Zarlog?
It's I'm not ready.
Nope. Nice.
Bad death. Go home.
Torment, it's now your turn.
Okay, I'll take a shot at one of the old ladies then,
One of the ones with brooms or without brooms?
with brooms.
Alrighty. You take your short bow, take aim, fire. You hit no problem. Go ahead and give me your damage on that. Yeah, and because you have an ally adjacent, because all the old ladies have allies next to them now, you can get your sneak attack on that too. Which that'll take out another old lady. There are now only 3. Torment is a snapshot with these short bows, apparently. Is there anything else you'd like to do as you're kind of ducked down with the king, Torment?
Can I give him a little slap, see if he wakes up or something?
Yeah, you kind of slap him a little bit. He's like, ugh. He does not seem to come to quite so much. And we move to Woosh. Or Woosh, rather.
So looking at the other guy, he's pretty beaten up, right?
Yes.
Other bard. What the hell? Here you go, buddy.
Oh, giving some heals to your friends. Nice.
Here you go. I rolled 2 on the dice. It's decent. 4 healing. Have fun.
Anything else you'd like to do, Woosh?
Let's see. Trying to think of another insult for an old lady. Your wrinkles are giant craters to other dimensions.
Dear God. I know.
Okay.
Apparently. This
Well, they're old ladies.
very
They're
comfortable
supposed to
with
be
herself.
wise.
Yeah. And it's the foe's turn. You can see the red starting to go from their eyes, like the bloodshot fading out. They seem to just be getting tired naturally. One of them is going to attempt to bludgeon you, Woosh, with a broomstick, which will connect for 4 points.
Ow.
And the 2 next to Sword are just going to try and slap at him. I think both missing. Yeah, Sword easily parries them away. And at the end of that round, no longer having energy left, they fall asleep. As the old lady is just kind of like, and fall to the ground unconscious. They can only go for so many rounds before they run out of energy.
Wow.
Always an option. Yeah, you just look down after getting clobbered in the head, and they're all snoring.
Wow. Win. I'm counting this as a victory.
Count as a win. And as you guys take a moment, you see the advisors begin to rush over from their side of the room toward the king. Oh, Lord Milton Bradly, are you okay? They're kind of like trying to slap him awake to Torment. And he's just like, ugh. They said, one of the advisors turns toward you. Did you see where they went? They've taken his candy crown. It's just an immensely powerful artifact, the source of his magic power, given to him by the angel Magufan.
Nope. He's apparently forgotten.
Dear God. And as this happens, a bunch of guards rush in from back on the other side of the room, and one of them calls out, my liege, oh no! And he rushes forward. Advisor, a group of elderly have broken off and retreated into the gingerbread forest. And the advisor looks towards the lot of you. That would be far too dangerous for you all. The gingerbread forest, a place of unknown terror. But thank you for coming to our aid here. You've driven off, I believe, the last of the elderly here. They're all either asleep or unconscious. Here's your $1 bucks. Then he hands you a big sack of money.
Should we know? Is the crown like for some? What the hell? We got our money. Let's go. Go sing in the tavern.
Zarlog is about to apologize that they couldn't be more help, but then he realizes we've been paid, so he can go get drunk.
Let us never speak of this again.
And with that, congratulations, you all. You have defeated the elderly people. You have saved the Candied Keep. However, the Candied King is still in need of assistance. And
if only there was some sort of mythic tier later tonight.
I know, it's almost as though we have a series of related adventures. Pete, it's your turn. Hello? Are you here, bud?
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm the one that is the Pete.
I is the Pete.
Wow.
It is the Pete. All hail the Pete.
Yes, I am here. Yeah, we'll be right back, right?
Yeah, we'll be right back. We're going to set up for adventure number 2. Don't go anywhere. We have an exciting series tonight, culminating all with our mythic boss battle. So yeah, stay tuned.
Hype.
Huzzah.